Welcome! In today's video, I will be showing you how to seal your punch needle project and apply a backing. First, you will need your finished punch needle project. You'll need a pair of scissors, some glue, a paintbrush to paint the glue, some hot glue sticks, a hot glue gun, and your desired backing. Here we have corkboard, or you can use a simple sheet of felt. For today's video, we will be using the corkboard backing. All right, so my glue bottle was almost empty, so I'm just putting it upside down so that it'll be available as I start when I need it. So we will start with trimming all that extra fabric from around your finished project. You'll see that I'm kind of doing a rough cut all the way around. Not getting too close, just getting rid of the majority of the excess. The project will curl up on you as you remove that extra fabric, just so you know. All right, so I'm now going to go in and trim just a little bit closer. I'm trying to stay about a 1/2 inch away from my finished project. And we'll just do that all the way around. Next, I'm going to go in and I'm going to cut basically some pieces around so that it's when you're folding the fabric over, it lays flat against the project. And I'm going all the way and taking the tip of my scissors all the way to touch that yarn that you've punched through. So now you've got little flaps of fabric hanging off your finished project. And we are done with the scissors. All right, so now we're going to flip it over. We're going to have our finished product facing down, and we're going to start applying glue to the backing. And we're just sticking closer to the edge. That's where we want to seal the fabric to our finished project. I'm just going to go in and use my paintbrush to even out that line of glue that I've put down. Making sure that to get the glue all the way to the edges. And so I'm putting a layer of glue down first, and then I'm going to lay my fabric, the excess fabric, and I'm going to take more glue on top. So basically we're putting glue, the excess fabric, and then a little bit of glue more on top. And you're going to repeat this process all the way around. It looks like I should have done a couple more slits in my fabric around the edge to make it a little bit easier to lay down. So I recommend cutting a little bit more than I did so that you have some smaller pieces to work with. Again, here I am painting some glue down, and then I'm laying the excess fabric down, and then I am going back over with a little bit more glue. As I finish up with the last piece of excess fabric, I'm going to go through and make sure that there is a little bit of glue on all edges of the finished project. Perfect, and this is what your project should look like now. So we are done with the liquid glue, and at this point we will set our project aside to dry. For the sake of this video, I do have a completed project that I have already sealed the backing and have glued it, and it is dry. And we're going to grab our corkboard backing. The nice one about this, it is adhesive, so it's like a gigantic corkboard backing. And this is where we are going to get our hot glue gun ready for use. So first I'm going to take off the backing of my sticky corkboard. And I'm going to grab my hot glue gun and do a generous amount of glue all around the edge. It doesn't have to be directly to the edge, but fairly close. And then we'll do a good amount in the center as well. And then we're going to be quick about this, and I'm going to grab my adhesive and put the adhesive side down onto my finished project, and we're going to do a good press all the way around. And that is it. Here is a finished coaster project. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions, always feel free to reach out to me or Marnie at the Yarny Way.